Hello everyone, welcome back to Mr. Pool Recaps. Today, we're diving into the survival horror movie Send Help 2026. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. Linda Little is a highly dedicated corporate strategist who has been working loyally at her company for 7 years. Because of her hard work and consistency, she earns the CEO's trust and appreciation. As a reward, she's promised a promotion from manager to vice president. But things start to change when a newer employee named Donovan enters the picture. Even though he hasn't been with the company for long, he acts overly confident and tries to outshine Linda at every opportunity. Worse, he begins taking credit for her efforts and positioning himself as the better candidate. At first, Linda doesn't worry too much. After all, she already has a direct promise from the CEO, so she believes the promotion is only a matter of time. However, everything takes a sudden turn when the CEO unexpectedly passes away. His son, Bradley Preston, steps in as the new CEO, and from that moment on, Linda's future becomes uncertain. Unfortunately, on the very day she meets Bradley, Linda makes an embarrassing mistake. She had just eaten a tuna fish sandwich, but didn't realize there were still food stains around her mouth. When she goes to greet him, instead of making a good impression, she ends up leaving a bad one. To make matters worse, some of the tuna accidentally gets onto Bradley's hand, which really disgusts him. Because of that awkward first impression, Bradley becomes irritated. Instead of honoring his late father's promise, he gives the VP position to Donovan, his college friend and fraternity brother. When Linda finds out, she's devastated. After 7 years of loyalty and hard work, she questions what she did wrong to deserve this outcome. That's when Bradley bluntly tells her the truth. He says she lacks cleanliness, isn't appealing enough, and doesn't even play golf, qualities he believes are important for someone in a VP position by his side. Still, he gives her one last chance. He tells her about an urgent business trip to Bangkok for an upcoming merger. If she joins the trip and proves herself, she might be able to show that his decision was a mistake. Soon after, Linda learns that Bradley has a girlfriend named Zuri, whom she deeply loves. He even introduces them, revealing that they're already engaged and planning to get married soon. Before Linda leaves his office, Bradley also warns her that he's received complaints about her. He tells her to maintain better hygiene at work and avoid causing discomfort to others.
You understand?
The comment embarrasses her deeply, but she holds back her tears in front of her coworkers and tries to stay strong. The next morning, Bradley doesn't expect Linda to join the trip, but surprisingly, she shows up anyway. The group traveling together includes Bradley, Linda, Donovan, and 2 other executives. During the flight, Linda stays focused on her work, but Donovan mocks her by showing everyone a survival audition tape she once recorded for a show like Survivor, where she demonstrates her survival skills. The others laugh, turning her into the center of ridicule. Then, suddenly, everything goes wrong. The plane flies into a violent storm, the engine gets damaged, and the aircraft begins to lose control. Before anyone can react, the situation becomes critical, and the plane starts going down. In the chaos, part of the cabin breaks apart. By sheer luck, only Linda and Bradley manage to fasten their seatbelts in time and stay secured. The others, unable to do the same, are pulled out through the broken cabin and vanish into the storm.
Linda tries to save Donovan, but in panic, he grabs her by the neck and tries to take her seat to save himself. Acting in self-defense, Linda fights back using a small object and manages to push him away, sending him out of the damaged fuselage. The plane crashes into the ocean. Water quickly floods the cabin. Linda struggles to free herself and escape. As she makes her way out, she catches a terrifying glimpse of Donovan's lifeless body, which shocks her deeply. Fighting through fear, she swims desperately across the water. After a long struggle, she finds a floating seat and uses it to stay afloat through the night. By morning, she finally reaches a beach. She realizes she has washed up on an island, likely somewhere in the Gulf of Thailand. After exploring the area, she discovers that only she and Bradley have survived. Luckily, Linda has spent a lot of time watching survival movies and shows like Castaway and Lost. Using what she's learned, she quickly starts adapting. She builds a basic shelter using banana leaves and palm branches and finds ways to collect drinking water. Bradley, who suffered a serious leg injury, regains consciousness the next morning. Weak and disoriented, he drinks the water Linda prepared for him. Linda also manages to start a fire by rubbing dry bamboo together and using leaves as fuel. With the fire, she cooks fish and shares it with Bradley to help him recover. Days pass, but no rescue ships appear near the island. While Linda seems to adjust and even enjoy the challenge of surviving, Bradley grows frustrated and impatient. He begins treating her like a subordinate again, pushing her to find a way off the island.
Work for me. And watch how you speak to me, all right?
Annoyed by his attitude, Linda decides to leave him on his own for a while. She stops providing him with food and water, forcing him to face the consequences. Since his leg is still badly injured, Bradley can't move properly or find food by himself. He becomes weak from hunger and thirst.
You didn't leave me any water!
That night, a powerful storm hits the island. Strong winds tear through the area, destroying the shelter they built, leaving them exposed once again. By the next morning, Bradley can't take the hunger any longer. Weak and exhausted, he collapses. That's when Linda finally comes back to him. She gives him some water and firmly tells him something important. This isn't the office anymore, so he needs to stop treating her like she's beneath him. Later that day, Linda proves just how capable she really is. Armed with nothing but a spear, she goes out alone and successfully hunts down a wild boar. That night, she cooks the meat over a fire, and the two of them share a proper meal together. The following day, Linda explores another side of the island while searching for food. There, she discovers a clean, beautiful waterfall. Overjoyed, she takes the chance to wash up and finally clean herself properly after everything they've been through. At that exact moment, she notices a small boat passing near the island, but instead of calling out for help, she hides. Quietly, she tells herself that it's not time to leave the island yet, and she keeps this moment a secret from Bradley. Meanwhile, Bradley realizes it's already been about 2 weeks since they arrived. He suggests building a raft so they can explore nearby waters and possibly find a rescue boat. But Linda refuses. Not only does she want to stay, she even starts treating Bradley the same way he treated her before, like someone beneath her. Frustrated, Bradley decides to separate from her. He builds his own small camp and tries to survive on his own. However, without experience, everything becomes a struggle for him. At the same time, Linda seems completely at ease, almost like she's on a relaxing getaway. She catches fish, gathers fruits, and cooks meals for herself, living comfortably on the island. Eventually, Bradley swallows his pride. He apologizes and admits he was wrong. He asks Linda to share food with him again and to teach him survival skills so he can keep up. Linda agrees, but in her own way.
I'm not like you. Eat.
She takes him to a high, rocky cliff and shows him how to survive properly. She squeezes juice from some berries onto her arm, and when her skin turns red, she warns him that the berries are poisonous and should never be eaten. She also points toward another part of the island, marked by a rock shaped like an X, warning him to stay away because that area is filled with thorny bushes and toxic vines. On their way back, Linda suddenly slips near the edge of the cliff and almost falls into the ocean. Thankfully, Bradley reacts quickly and pulls her back up, saving her in time. That night, Linda shares something more personal. As they drink homemade fruit wine she's been preparing for days, she starts to open up. Under the influence, she reveals a dark truth. She once allowed her abusive husband to drive while intoxicated, which led to a fatal car accident. The next morning, a violent storm hits the island. With heavy rain and strong winds, staying on the beach becomes impossible. The two of them take shelter inside a cave further inland. With no fire and soaked from the rain, they're freezing. To keep warm, they hold on to each other and eventually fall asleep. When Linda wakes up after the storm passes, she notices that Bradley is already awake and acting a bit suspicious. He quickly steps out from behind some bushes after hearing her call. Since their old camp has been destroyed, they decide to rebuild, this time on higher ground. Bradley's leg has improved significantly, so he's now able to help. Under Linda's guidance, he learns quickly and becomes surprisingly skilled at survival within just a few days. One night, as a way to thank her, Bradley prepares a special dinner for Linda himself. But after eating it, Linda suddenly feels dizzy and collapses. That's when it becomes clear Bradley secretly added poisonous berries to the meal. While she's unconscious, he takes the supplies he's been quietly gathering and escapes on a raft he built in secret. However, his escape doesn't go as planned. The raft can't withstand the strong waves for long. It breaks apart, and Bradley is thrown into the ocean, struggling to stay afloat. Just when things seem hopeless, someone appears and pulls him out of the water. For a moment, Bradley thinks it's his fiancée, Zuri, coming to save him. But it's not. It's Linda. She has managed to recover by forcing herself to throw up the poisoned food, and now she's back, stronger than ever. The next morning, Bradley apologizes. He claims he never intended to truly harm her. He just wanted to escape the island and felt like he had no other choice. Linda, however, calmly tells him there's no need to apologize because she already understands him. To help him regain his strength, she offers him food, grilled octopus, that she prepared herself. Bradley eats it without hesitation. But soon after, his body starts to shut down. He becomes completely paralyzed, unable to move. That's when Linda reveals the truth. The octopus contains a powerful neurotoxin, similar to what's found in a blue-ringed octopus. It won't kill him, but it leaves him fully paralyzed and unable to feel anything. As Bradley lies there helpless, Linda pulls down his pants and uses a knife to cut something. For a moment, he thinks he's lost his little buddy, but that's not the case. It turns out to be a rat, and only then does he feel relieved. Finally, Linda makes things clear. She warns Bradley not to ever try escaping again. On this island, she's the one in control now. He needs to follow her rules and stop hoping for rescue from anyone else.
No help is coming.
From that day on, Bradley no longer dares to go against Linda. He follows her orders and does whatever she tells him, basically living like her subordinate on the island. One day, while Linda is out gathering fruit, something unexpected happens.
Linda! It's me!
Bradley's fiancée, Zuri, arrives on the island with a boatman, clearly there to rescue them. But instead of being relieved, Linda becomes uneasy. She's afraid that her current life, the control, the freedom, will come to an end. So she makes a decision. She lures Zuri and the boatman toward a rocky cliff and pushes them over the edge, making sure they're gone. When Linda returns, her expression looks off. She pretends to feel unwell and sends Bradley out alone to hunt. That night, Linda hears someone calling her name from the shoreline. Holding a torch, she walks over to investigate. Suddenly, Zuri appears, rising from the water like a ghostly figure. She confronts Linda, asking why she did it, and threatens to expose her as a killer to Bradley. But then, Linda snaps out of it. It's just a nightmare. The next morning, Bradley goes hunting again and manages to track down another boar. While searching along the shore, he notices something strange, a hand sticking out from the sand. As he gets closer, he realizes it's Zuri, and the engagement ring confirms it. Furious, Bradley rushes back to Linda. He shows her the ring and demands the truth, asking if she's responsible.
Did you kill her?
She slipped.
Linda denies it at first. She claims that Zuri slipped and fell from the cliff by accident. But the moment she sees the knife in Bradley's hand, she stops talking and runs. She dashes from the beach into the forest, trying to hide, but it doesn't long take Bradley to find her. The two of them end up in a violent struggle, fighting with everything they have. In the end, both of them are badly injured. Linda manages to get hold of the knife, and Bradley, realizing he can't win in that moment, retreats, running toward the part of the island Linda had warned him about, the area supposedly filled with poisonous plants. But when he gets there, he discovers something shocking. It was all a lie. There are no deadly plants, and instead, there's a luxurious house hidden on that side of the island. Bradley rushes inside, hoping to find help, but the house is empty. No one is there to save him. And then he realizes Linda is already inside with him. She's been watching him through surveillance. Linda reveals the truth. Rescue had actually come to the island before, but she chose not to leave. She hid Bradley on purpose. She also admits that she has known about this house for a long time, and the food she's been finding on the island was actually taken from here. Then she finally confesses. Zuri didn't fall. She was the one who did it. With a gun in her hand, Linda slowly approaches Bradley. Seeing no way out, Bradley gives up. He apologizes, admits he was wrong, and promises to stay with her on the island forever if she spares him. He begs for forgiveness. For a moment, Linda hesitates. She wants to believe him. She chooses to forgive him. But things don't go the way she hopes. The instant she lowers her guard, Bradley tries to grab the gun from her and use it against her. However, the gun isn't loaded. Realizing it's useless, he's too late. Linda reacts faster. She grabs a nearby golf club and strikes him repeatedly until he stops moving, ending the conflict once and for all. 1 year later, Linda is rescued. She transforms her survival experience into a successful self-help career and becomes a wealthy celebrity. The same woman who was once mocked for not knowing how to play golf now confidently plays like a pro in front of large crowds. But during an interview at a celebrity golf tournament, she tells a different story. She claims she was the only survivor of the plane crash.
No help is coming. So you better start saving yourself.
If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Mr. Pool Recaps for more amazing movie stories.